Hello and welcome back to Mindcop. It has been a little bit since I last played, and I've had a lot of time to think. So, oh, we gotta go for this first. Kenneth, Officer Bartley, heard we have a murder, there's another body. Yeah, we've already seen this. Sean has been found dead on the third day. Meaning that we're not just dealing with one murder now, we're dealing with two, but if I had to guess, it's probably that we've got only one murderer overall. Yeah, I'm gonna just skip all of that. Mainly because I've already read all of this and it was like the cliffhanger of the last stream. Strangely enough, he was found dead outside. And if I had to guess, it was most likely done without his knowledge, or like he didn't know he was about to get attacked. Then again, he maybe could have fallen onto this. I don't know. We need the autopsy, basically. Anyway, before we continue, let me go ahead and refresh everyone's minds. Right. So, our the first victim was Rebecca Goodman, the daughter of both Paul and Robin, both of which I'm pretty sure neither are guilty of this. Paul being immobilized and Robin being a bit loony in a way. She could be, but that would require having a lot of... I mean, I feel like Sean's death requires a lot of power behind it. So I'm a little less unlikely to believe that that was the case. Also, Rebecca wasn't in a good standing with her mother, I believe. So I doubt that she would have just been willing to let her mother get that close to her without fighting back. Since her body was found to not have fought back, it's assumed that the person who killed her knew her. And she knew them and trusted them enough. Hey, Marco. We've got a bunch of people who are still alive. Sean not being that because he's been found as the second victim. And... God... Why did this have to happen? I'm trying to explain. Ugh. Anyway. We got a bunch of people that could be the killers. I've already pulled out these two. These two just don't seem guilty to me at all. They're just kind of like lost in their minds. And what happened was much more, it was a very planned murder, I'd say. So these two being kind of dementia-ridden and not exactly all there, I don't think either of them are the culprits. This house is pretty far out there. There's nothing really suggesting any of them are a part of it, besides maybe... Alex says that she likes Rebecca. That's not really anything good. Zachary is a kid. And Benji, there's literally nothing with this family's interaction, besides the fact that Sean is the son of Benji. Kyla's son, Zachary. Oh no, he's not. Oh, Sean's not Zachary. Benji's son. He's Kaya's son. All right, I guess that's something. But it's still like he's related to their family, basically. Yeah, half sisters and half brother. It's a messy family timeline, whatever. There's Olivia, who is Sean's girlfriend, who might be a bit suspect, especially since Sean just died and she's got very much a fear of Sean. All her mind palace stuff basically stated that she feels like she's trapped with him, and she knows that everyone around her basically knows that she's with someone that's not worth it. And her truth showed that she got actually scared of him when he freaked out and threw a glass at her. Didn't hit her, but still, that's pretty much very close to being abusive. Where is it, actually? There was one specific one here. There. Olivia's scared of Sean. So, could be that she's very suspect at this point, but I have a feeling that would be a bit too on the nose. Although she also was trying to point out that she was friends with Rebecca, but it didn't seem like that. Even our partner, Lydia, I think is her name. She also said like she was probably bullshitting about that. We've got Adam, which is the boyfriend or secret romance option of Rebecca. Rebecca's boyfriend, but it was like an open secret, so apparently it wasn't really all that secretive. Nobody really... They never announced it, basically, but people knew about it. He was the first to find the body. He left footprints, but... I don't know. It seems a bit too on the nose to make it him the villain, especially since he does have a decent alibi of being with Josh at the time between her being found dead and him last seeing her. Granted, he's the one who found her, so, you know, suspect on that, but even then, everything about his mind palace seems to suggest that he genuinely does care for her immensely, and it seems a bit unlikely that he would ever attack her in any regard, even if he did suspect that she might have been cheating on him with Sean. Josh, of course, he's the park owner, or the owner of MCC, the resort, not the land. Regardless, he's the boss of this place, and effectively, he's not all that suspicious either. Apparently, he did not open his trailer at the time of the incident, but apparently he was sleeping with earplugs in, so he didn't know that Adam was banging on his door. Not really much of an explanation as to why he would be the killer, and the fact that he was at the bar means that they left at the same time, and him being the killer would be really, really confusing if Adam wasn't involved, you know? So I don't believe Joshua is the killer. Kenneth, I highly don't believe. It would be ridiculous if it was him, because there's nothing implicating that he would be. He's kind of like the Akechi killer, if that would be the case, and I just kind of find that boring. Like, oh, the dopey police officer actually turns out to be super evil deep down and actually methodical and dangerous. Yeah, no, his mind palace also shows that he's scared of the real killer. So it's unlikely that he would actually be the killer if he's scared of the killer, right? Unless his multiple personality, which is also fucking lame. The reason why I left these two for last, Gabe and Ruben. These two are family members. He's the nephew of Gabe. And I suspect these two most of all. Specifically because of this whole Sean being outside on a walk with Ruben, but these two are claiming that they were together during that time playing backgammon. Sean, who was pretty much suspect number one, is dead. So either he is the first one who killed and then he was killed after the fact, or he was telling the truth. These two are lying for some reason. A body fight being coming up might be a good reason why, but I'm suspecting heavily these characters. Now, I'm not going to immediately go aggressive on them. The fact that I haven't mind-surfed Ruben is something I really want to get to at some point, although apparently he's a hard opponent of the mind surf. And there's also this missing character, which I'm guessing, if I had to guess, is related to Gabe and Ruben, and it's probably Elliot, the person who's out of town right now. If he comes back, I'd unlikely think that he would be involved, because unless he was here beforehand and just fucked off while we were investigating, I highly doubt that he was involved unless some secret information about him actually being here in hiding came up. Alright, I've got a warrant search on Olivia's house with Sean, so that actually works out. We can search the house that Sean's in, that he died, so it makes sense that we would search his house. Hopefully that won't piss Olivia off too much. Then again, she might be the killer. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of topics we've yet to find. We also found something last moment, GPS tracker in a bush. It's broken, and I don't know why it would be there. It seems a bit too suspicious to me that that would just be out and about, broken in a random bush. Alright, so we got the body here. Let's go talk to her. Hey guys. Hello, Murray. What do you got? Nothing for this guy? Nothing yet. But the lab came back to me with the time of death for Rebecca Goodman. With a 95% certainty, the death occurred on Monday between 10 and 10:30. Immediately makes Adam much less suspicious now because he was drinking at the bar, I think. Got it, thank you. Sure thing. Here's the ID you gave me. The lab couldn't find anything noteworthy. What, you couldn't find out if it was absolutely not real or... Oh, whatever. It's not even important anymore. Yes. Is there anything you can get off of this GPS tracker? We're on the 3rd day, so I can get that back the 4th day and ask about it later. I just want to... I'm very suspicious about it. Really? Please, yes, please. Alright, so... What was I just about to look at? Specifically, analyzing broken tracker. I got the thing back. Right, so we got the specific statement that she died between 10 and 10:30. And when were they drinking at the bar? I can't remember exactly the time that they finished drinking at the bar. I might have to ask about that to Josh at some point. Anyway, let's take a quick look-see at this body. Let's see. He's certainly a big guy. Oh. He has a really bad wound on the back of his head. I'm not sure what killed him, but I can't find anything else. Looks like someone or something smashed his head against this rock. Could have been an accident. I'd be surprised, though. I'm not sure yet, but I suspect that this is a second murder. Let's treat it as such. There's already a murder investigation underway. Anyway, strange. There's absolutely nothing on him. Maybe he was robbed. Wait, I think I spotted something. The tiny piece of glass next to the body. Must be from his shades. No, shades appear undamaged. Maybe it means nothing, but I should keep it just in case. But yeah, I found something. Gotta do chores. Okay, Marco, you do that. Alright, so we got a piece of glass. I'm actually a bit more... Stop! God damn it, I kind of wish I actually gave that to you now. That actually seems much more important. Glass. A piece of glass. Is it maybe from glasses, maybe? They said shades, right? There's multiple people wearing glasses. I actually kind of... maybe that's actually it. Well... I could question him. Although I'm not super sure I even want to do that. I feel like this murder might be a bit too much of a... it might just take too much of my time to try and figure this out. I think I should focus more on... Well... Let's go back to Sean's house. Sean and Olivia's house. We got a search warrant. Let's go ask Olivia shit. Want to use my search warrant? Yes. Police, we're here to search the place for possible evidence. We have a warrant. If you don't open the door, we'll be opening it by force. What's going on? Is this because of Sean? I'm confused. We have reason to believe that we'll find evidence connected to an ongoing murder investigation. Here in your house. Here's the search warrant. Please do not interfere with our search. Search warrant? Is it really necessary? Yes, it is. I know what I'm doing. There was something in this room that I was kind of confused about. Is this a bag? It looks like a bag with headphones on. It's a dog! I could mind search it? Wait, I could mind search a dog? Okay. Oh, man, I could have done this yesterday. Oh, I could have done that the day before. Whatever. I'm mind surfing a dog. Sure, let's find out what... You know what? That's actually not a bad idea, because we can actually find out about Sean's walk with his dog, if that's actually a thing that happened. Ah! This is your mind! Okay, please give me an actual thing here. Alright, this one. Damn it. Screwed that one up. I'm not too worried about this because I can literally just cheat it later on down the line. There we go. Damn it. Keep messing this up, but I think I'm good. Yeah, I think this is it. There we go. All right, we mind surfed the dog. All right. Fine. All right, sure. All right, let's find out the truth of the dog. Oh, right, the dog's not going to understand speech. Oh, Rebecca was here. Roses? Huh. It seems like that was her being like, why are you giving me roses? He's like, I don't know. This is hard to determine from. Right, that's a shame because I wanted it to prove that he was walking with his dog outside. You're being ignored, aren't you? Yeah, you're being ignored, buddy. It's a real shame. Open the door with you, but my hands are bound. Aw. All right then. So that was a truth. It's a bit of a shame, but okay. Let's go with a lie next, so we can try and get some more information out of this. It might have been a complete waste of time. What's the lie? Ooh. Okay, this is a lie. So, Sean didn't keep his dog leashed. I think that's what Sean might have said before. Ooh. Okay, that's a lot. Okay. That doesn't give me anything, but sure. Uncertainty. This will be even less helpful, I think. Ooh. Blah, 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 blah. There. That is a bong. Oh. There's a treehouse? If this isn't... This is uncertainty, so it's not impossible for this to be true, but it could also be fake. But if there's a treehouse out in the woods, and they're got a bong... Drugs in the woods. Is that it? They were doing drugs in the woods? Okay. Dang. Oh. Can't understand what they're saying because a dog can't understand them. Wait a second. I can see the peak of the mountain from here. I think I can make out the camp from back here. This place exists in the real world. I should be able to find it. New path. Okay, I can okay. Okay. If Sean went anywhere in the woods, it would probably be that treehouse. That is worth checking out. The whole walk in the woods is like the main thing I think that we need to really investigate. Because Sean was being fucking weird about it. Ruben is fucking terrified of admitting that he was there. I think I'll go yellow or purple. Alright, we're almost fully upgraded. We still got some mind things to do. Gonna arrest her, but I don't know if she's truly guilty of anything. Let's go upstairs. This is training room. Punching bag and an old boombox. Alright, I thought maybe there was something in the bag, but I guess we're not bothering to look into it. Okay, this is their private room. Should probably really look around here. I stand with a reed diffuser and a book about origami. A small tray with various earrings and boxes of tissues. A small wooden box filled with hair ties in various colors. Hair ties. Okay. A fancy-looking wall-mounted shelf and a drawer with a mirror above it. 2 candles and a large vase of display here. A vase, 2 twigs, paper flowers glued on. Drawers are mostly clothes, men's and women's underwear and socks. Next to them are plastic trays, some letters. Oh, look at this, Linda. This is something. A fine address here to Sean DeSanto. There's a fine here addressed. Oh, a fine, an assault and battery charge and vandalism charge. The fines add up to 8,000. Let's take it with us. Ooh. So we found a very strong reason why Sean needed that money. Interesting. So we found the reason why Sean needed money. Although they were blackmailing for 10,000, so they're being dicks about it. But I guess Rebecca needed something too. There are 2 books on this nightstand, one about meditation, the other about financial management. Under the nightstand is an open can of chips, and a few chips scattered on the carpet. Bars, an empty glasses case, and granola bar, and an old MP3 player. Alright. Let's quickly ask you about that fine. I feel like it is desperately needed to be asked about. Let's talk about Sean's murder. If I must. What did you do last night and what did Sean do? I don't know what Sean did. I went to bed pretty much exactly at 11 p.m. We were both at home the whole evening. He must have left the house for some reason after I'd gone to bed. I have no clue what he might have been up to. I can only tell you what I did, which is, again, nothing. Did he seem different in any way? Did you hear anything at night? Did he seem different? No, I mean, I don't know. He's been terribly uneasy ever since Rebecca's death, but I think that's totally understandable. I was uneasy too. What happened in the morning? Woke up to a ringing phone. It was Ruben. He explained to me that he'd woke up in the bar and the door was locked. He woke up in the bar and the door was locked. Ruben was locked in the bar. Huh. He asked me to grab Sean's keys and unlock the door for him. But Sean wasn't here. It was early in the morning, 7 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. What happened next? I searched the house for Sean, but I couldn't find him. Something was very wrong. Some of our stuff was scattered on the ground. It looked like someone had broken in and searched for something. And then, well, I went outside. I didn't expect to find Sean outside. My plan was to go wake Gabe. But as you already know, I found him right away. Why Gabe in any particular reason? Gabe is the old man that I'm suspecting in a way. Well, he's Ruben's uncle. He definitely has a key for the bar. He does. There's also a small chance that he might already be up. I'm not sure. I think he's a morning person. What happened next? I called the police and went to get help from Gabe. It took him a while to answer the door, but he did. How much time had passed? I don't really know. Gabe suggested we should go and wake Josh. Yeah. That's what we did after the three of us opened the bar to free Ruben. Hard to say how long we waited for the police to get there. Seems like hours. Wonderful. Thank you, Olivia. I'll definitely find out what happened to Sean. Also, one more thing. You mentioned that your house looked like someone had broken in. I didn't find any keys on Sean. Do you think they left the house with the door unlocked? Anything actually missing? Both of those are good questions. But asking what she thinks is probably a bad idea, but finding out if anything actually did go missing is a good idea. I don't think so. Talk about your stuff. Specifically, Sean's file. Look what I found. Yes, well, that doesn't really matter now. What do you want to know about it? This fine is quite hard. Did Sean struggle with it? Yeah. Yes, the judge said he wanted this fine to hurt, and it did. I think it would have taken us quite long to scrape together that kind of money. Alright. One last thing specifically. I wanted to ask about... Oh, what was it? There was something specific and now I'm forgetting. Blackmail. Do you know for a fact that Sean and Rebecca plotted to blackmail someone? Wait, what? Are you sure? Yes, there's no doubt. Sorry, but it's really hard to swallow. Why would they do that? For money? I can't share all my information. I'm only telling you this because of the chance you know something. Well, in that case, you're wasting your time. Why do you think that... Do you think that's why they were killed? Again, I cannot disclose these things with you. Whatever. Okay. That's probably everything then. For now, I'm thinking that's pretty much everything worth looking into. Unless there's something special in these rooms. That's just a bathroom. And there's nothing in that room. Okay. We've searched everything worth looking at, I think. Alright. Pet bowl. Just a bunch of records and stuff. I don't recall anything in this place that isn't here anymore. Just a bunch of cabinets and stuff. I don't think any of that's worth searching. I want to try and get some more mind surfs done today. I want to like save the last day like completely free so I can truly make sure that I get everything I need. 4 compartments. There's a bunch of dog toys in 2 upper compartments. The lower compartment is a motorcycle element. The other has a pile of magazines and auto mechanics. More importantly, there are scratches on the floor, but next to the cabinet.
Huh.
Ooh, Oblivia, is there something behind this cabinet? Yes, there's a safe in the wall, but we don't use it. Why install a safe and not use it? We didn't. It's a remnant of the time when we used this, when this house was used as an administrative building in the camp. I think Gabe had his office here, so I'm guessing he hadn't installed it. So Gabe knew about this safe. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's Gabe now. Gabe's the one who robbed this house. If he's the only one who knew about that safe, his name came up again, right? And now we found the safe. You're right, it's empty. Was the lock always broken? Broken? The lock is broken? Yeah, looks like somebody broke the override lock by smashing the keyhole with a hammer. Now it's impossible to lock this properly. It's news to me. Interesting. So there was something in there. And if I had to guess then, Sean might have gone outside looking for who stole from him. Because if they blackmailed successfully, got 10,000, and then the person they blackmailed attacked them to get that money back, Sean was freaking out over the last few days over Rebecca's murder, but he was also because he was trying to keep his money safe. Okay, you know what? Gabe. The fact that Gabe is 100% on board with keeping Ruben's thing, like the fact that Ruben is hiding something clearly, meaning that it's more likely that he did in fact sneak out, especially since Zachary over in Benji's house, he saw should we go into the gift shop? Nah. Benji saw, or Zachary saw someone on the roof of the next door house, which would have been Ruben. If he's telling the truth, which he's a kid, so how could he not? Unless he saw something that wasn't the case. So, I'm gonna go back to Benji's house and see who we can mind surf in. Because all the characters with mind surfed. The dog was an extra one. Maybe there's another animal around that we could look into. Zachary needs mind surfing. Benji needs mind surfing. Paul needs it. And everyone else is done. So this person, Paul, Benji, and Zach. I'm gonna go see if we can go find out mind surf Zach and Benji. Because I feel like Paul is far out there. Oh, and Ruben, too. Ruben is someone we need to talk to as well. But we'll get this one done. Hello, you need something? Just a little more of your time. Of course. Alright. Ooh, no challenging message, so here we go. Whew. Here we go. Some more mind surfs. Ba ba da ba doo boo doo ba. Playing games with your mind. Nice. Playing games with your mind. There we go. Got just a quick, easy win there because I did so well. They were challenging on the first time I saw them, which was basically the first day, because for some reason I thought let's go from left to right instead of right to left. I guess I assumed that their house would be where Rebecca's parents were, but whatever. Alright, truth. What is the truth of Benji's mind?
Help! Help us! Dad, I'm scared!
This is truth, but it's pretty abstract. Okay, so he cares about his kids. Don't worry, kids. Okay, Jesus. I've played too many freaky games to wonder whether or not that would actually have happened. You know? Is everyone alright? Alright, so he thinks of himself as a super dad. He cares about his kids, and he'll protect them against anything. That's actually good to see then. So he cares for his kids heavily.
I knew it! I knew my dad would come save us. He's super dad! He saved us. I really thought we were done for.
Who are you? I'm the Mindcop. Please step away from my children. I won't let you harm them. I won't harm you kids. Good. Please step away anyway. Alright then. Well, it's a good truth to see, I guess. Again, we shouldn't take it so literal, though, that that they were, at one point, hostaged. So this is the lie. Right, I can't inspect here. Welcome to the Benji Museum, where all of the fascinating aspects of Benji are on display. If you look to your left, you'll see some of the many awards Benji has won in his surprisingly tumultuous acting career. Interesting. Okay, so the lie is that he's not exactly someone who puts himself out there and talks about himself highly. In this section of the museum, it's dedicated to Benji's amazing physical anomaly. As you know, Benji was born with a fully functional third arm. Fed up with his life as a test subject for scientists around the world, he decided to donate his arm to a little girl who had lost her own in an accident. In what is now known as the first successful complete arm transplantation. Incredible. If you look to your right, you can see the display that tells a story of Benji's years as a castaway on a formerly unknown island. This centerpiece of the expedition is, of course, an extraordinary painting of a raccoon. When Benji received daily visits from a friendly raccoon, he decided to paint a picture of it using only natural pigments and a brush made of his own body hair. Thanks for the tour. Okay. So yeah, this is a much more personality-based mind jumping, I think. We're not gonna get much of his actual actions and such, so the uncertainty. Oh. Kaya! You're awake. You're leaving, aren't you? No, what? No, I'm just going out for a bit. The night is calling. Don't worry about it. Don't lie to me, Kaya. After all these years... Look, Benji, I'm not good at this. I desperately wanted to avoid this situation, but of course, here you are. Nothing gets by you, right? Just leave me. Just let me leave. Better for all of us, trust me. No, Kaya, please. I love you so much. The kids love you. We want you in our lives, please. Just stay with us. Look at you, begging and crying. I promise I will never stand between you and the life you want for yourself. Let us be part of it. We'll make it work, I promise. You're hopeless. I love you too, Benji. I hope you won't regret this. Never. Will you stay? Yes, Benji. I'll stay with you. This was stupid. I'm such a stupid bitch. Please forgive me. Don't say that. You're a wonderful person. Ugh. Yeah, this family's marital drama is pretty difficult, honestly. I almost lost her. Because she didn't stay here, so... I don't know. What was I thinking? The uncertainty might be that the lie is that she's stuck around, and the truth is that she was trying to leave, I guess. I don't know, it's very interpretive, I guess. Alright, Zachary is going to be our next Mind Surf, and he's going to be very important, as he might prove to me very clearly that Gabe was lying, or Ruben was lying, about staying with Gabe. And Gabe was lying about staying with Ruben. Nevertheless, let's go with that. Let's change it up. I don't think any characters are as red. Okay. I don't recall, but are you by chance Alex? You look like you might be Alex. Alright, Mind Surf Zachary. Let's go do this. I'll say it multiple times. I like the music. It's so nice. Meow. Got me on your mind. On my mind. Yeah, it was good for me to pick blue as the upgrade. Damn it. I screwed that one. On your mind. Yo, got it. Immediately just gives me it. Dang. Alright. Looks like we're pretty much golden here for Mind Surfs. Alright, let's go see the truth of Zachary's mind. Ooh.
All right, Mindcop. I hope you're ready.
I'm always ready. Ready for what? That's actually really cute. He does the same animation as wipe his hair and as the Mindcop. That's cute.
For the case of the missing drawing book.
Oh no. Don't tell me you lost your fate precious drawing book.
I haven't lost it. It's missing, and we must find it. If my sources are correct, it must be somewhere here.
But Zach, this place is huge. You'll never find it without my powers of deduction.
And that is exactly why you're here. Are you up to the task?
What kind of question is this, Zach? Of course I'm up to the task. Let us begin. Aw. That's pretty cute. You're me. That's right. I'm you, in a way. And you're in the surfer form. There's only one conclusion. I'm not real. I'm just the thought of someone else's mind. You shouldn't be able to realize that. But I have. Any idea why that happened? What do you think? No. What do you think? It's probably because I'm the greatest detective under the sun. Or at least someone thinks that I am.
Another Mindcop. There can only be one Mindcop. That means one of you must be Dr. Plagueman in disguise. You can't trick me, Plagueman. I know you're all about your evil shenanigans.
Okay, that's it all right. So the truth is, he really does look up to the Mindcop. We already knew that, so it's not that big a deal. All right, what's the lie? Their families together watching TV.
Hello. I think you're stranded here with us. It's pretty boring here. There's not much to do, at least we're all together.
Aw. But yeah, the sad truth is they're not. Their family's pretty much split up in a multitude of ways. What's the uncertainty? Please let it be something about the roof. Okay. This probably looks like it might be. Oh, hello.
Oh, there you are.
What's going on here?
It's me, Zachary, and this is my friend, Brave Zachary. Hello, Mindcop. He's strong and he isn't afraid of the dark.
How'd you get here? Who taught you how to mount surf?
No one. I've always been able to get here, but I only go into my own head, not into other people's like you can. Can you teach me how to do it, please?
Quiet, kid. This isn't a place you go just for fun. It's dangerous here. The more you come here, the bigger this whole place gets. Before you know it, it'll be so huge that you won't be able to figure out a way out again. You understand?
Yes.
I'll consider teaching you when you're older, but no promises. Stay out of your own sea of thoughts, kid. So sadly, we did not get a proof that Ruben was on his roof. Only that Zachary genuinely believes that he did see that. That's a shame, man. I was hoping for that, but I guess not. While I could question these guys, I'm a little I just don't feel like it's worth it. This family, as much as they were connected to Sean, they'll probably all just be like, I can't believe Sean is dead, and that's it. I just don't suspect any of them. That's the main point, I guess. Here. All right. Let's go yellow. All right, Ruben and Paul are the last two that I need to mind surf. Yep, that's Alex. I guess I could question Alex, find out where she was, because I guess she's a little questionable. Here's the thing. Why was Sean killed? Why was Rebecca killed? Both these two people were part of the same scheme. The scheme of the blackmailing. Are we so sure that there wasn't a third party? Because I remember Rebecca specifically stating that she wasn't the boss. And I'm wondering what that truly meant. Anyway, I want to question Alex. Just about Sean at the very least. Sean DeSanto was murdered last night. Can you tell me what you did that evening? I was at home the whole day. Did you notice anything suspicious? No. What did you do at home all day? Really? Do you want to know exactly what I did? More details, the better. There were plans to make pizza together. The guys forgot to prepare the dough, so I took care of it. I took some time to play with Zach in the garden. Then we all gathered to make pizza together. After that, I went to my room and did some reading. Satisfied? Thank you. I could ask about Sean having money problems. Or I could bring up some other stuff. I guess I haven't really asked her about anything here. Sean told us that he was with Ruben on the night of the Rebecca's murder. He claimed that he went for a stroll through the woods. Stroll through the woods with Ruben. Can you confirm any of this? No. Okay. Not worth it. Like I said, her being a bit weird is only really what made me want to talk to her, but beyond that, I'm not really interested in this house. I want to go check out the tree house in the woods. I could go Mindscape Paul before we do anything, because, I don't know, maybe he might end up dying from old age. Let's be honest. And Ruben also needs to be mind surfed. I need to talk to Ruben, actually. Is Ruben in the bar? He is. Ruben. Buddy, old pal, old friend of mine. Let's mind surf you first. We got the power. And then we're gonna ask you about you being locked in the bar. And also Sean's death. You being locked in the bar is very important there, I'm sure. You got me on your mind. On your mind. There we go. Yeah, Ruben, you're not so sly as you thought you were. Maybe I could have mind surfed them on the earlier days and just gotten lucky. But with what happened against Adam, yeah, I'm taking it careful. Still, let's find out about the truth. The truth of Ruben. Whoa. That's Alex's head. I caught you. You're looking at me again. What are you doing? Who do you think you are? Why are you looking at me like that? This is embarrassing. Oh. Jesus. I guess he thinks... Oh, so he's got a crush on Alex, but he thinks that if he's... But she saw him staring at him, and now he thinks that she thinks he's a creep. That's what I think, I guess. That's a bit difficult for me to truly understand, but it's very strong, I'd say. But still, not much information based on what actually happened. What's the lie? Uh-oh. Ooh, the lie is that he murdered? So he isn't the murderer. Jesus, why would you think this? Jesus Christ, okay. Well, it's a shame this isn't in the truth area, because that would make things so much easier. Damn. Hey, Ruben. What did you do? I killed her. This place is completely empty. I think he doesn't even know what the crime scene looks like. Ah. He just knows that she was stabbed. But it's a lie. I guess lies are maybe things that they might believe, but ultimately are super broken to the point that their own mind subconsciously can't accept it. Hey, Alex. Look, I know it's real cheesy, but I like you, and I was wondering if you want to hang out sometime. Sorry, but who are you again? Ooh. I'm Ruben, you know? I live here with my uncle. We're neighbors. I wonder if these are actually translatable windings. This didn't happen. I didn't do this. Is it a memory? Memory, I hope not. But it couldn't be, could it? I don't think this is a memory.
Huh.
This is just fear. Aw, he's got a secret crush on Alex. But he's also extremely fearful of that. Aw. So he only assumes that she's going to say she doesn't even know him. And ultimately can't even, like, figure out what she would say beyond that point. He just assumes the worst. Okay. That wasn't a whole lot, but I guess it just gave us an insight into Ruben's mind. There we go. We got fully upgraded mind bullets. Okay, Ruben, we's got to talk. Sean DeSanto was killed yesterday night. Where were you when it happened? I was at the bar. All this is stressing me out too much, quite a bit, so I drank a little too much, fell asleep behind the counter. You went to the bar to drink? Alone? I wasn't alone. I went there with Sean. He left, I don't know, 9 p.m.? Something like that. What did you two discuss? Nothing. We were just talking about what happened to Rebecca. None of it really helped cheer me up. He left and I opened another bottle. When I woke up, I tried to leave, but the door was locked. Josh likes to lock the doors of the bar and hostel when he's here. He couldn't see me behind the counter, and I assumed somebody forgot to switch the lights off. When did you wake up? 7 in the morning? I had my phone with me, so I tried to call Josh. He didn't pick up, so I called Olivia. Why Olivia? She's a friend. I explained the situation to her, and about 10 minutes later, Gabe and Olivia opened the door for me. If Josh is correct about the earplugs, he wouldn't pick up because he's got his earplugs in. So it makes sense. Or he's secretly a murderer for no reason. I couldn't see what was on their faces, but something bad had happened. What was your relationship to Sean? He only started getting interested in me when I became friends with Olivia. He barely noticed me before, but when he saw that I was spending time with his girlfriend, he suddenly acts like we're buddies. It's so obvious to me that he wanted to see if I was a threat, but I played along. And were you? A threat? No. Okay. Could ask about the glass with him, because I'm suspecting that glass is from Gabe. I'm still on board with the Gabe is the culprit. Ruben was locked at the bar. I could ask him specifically and see if he says Gabe is the only one who has the key, but who else would have the key, huh? On your statement, you were locked at the bar on the night of Thursday. How do you know you didn't somehow lock the door from the inside? Is there really no other way to get in and out of the bar? Yeah, the door is the only way in and out of the cave. I would have asked if there were any other keys, but fine. Rebecca's blackmail scheme, Olivia being afraid of Sean. Crush, oh, you got your secret crush. Oh. I mean, that could piss him off about me bringing it up. I guess I could also bring up the path in the woods. If there's a pathway into the woods. Anything of interest in there? I don't really go there much, so I don't think there's anything noteworthy, just nature. I don't think there's anything else worth discussing with him. I could bring up Elsa, his Gabe's lost love. But I don't know if I want to go deeply into that. Might as well. Elsa was my aunt, or I guess she would have been my aunt. She was Gabe's wife. She died 5 years before I was born.
Had a fatal stroke. People told me that she was completely fine one day and dead the next. She was 30 years old. Growing up with that story, many photos of her in my parents' house, it affected me quite a bit. For a long time, I was afraid of dying young too. Afraid of getting a deadly sickness. Afraid of getting into a horrible accident or getting abducted or tortured or any similar gruesome fates. These things can happen. They're happening to other people, so why shouldn't they happen to me? I just couldn't distract myself like everyone else. I should brace myself for the worst. Recently, I've come to realize that I will most likely have a perfectly uneventful life. Long and boring, just like most people. And maybe that's what I should be worried about.
There's a murder investigation going on right here and now. I'd say that's quite the event.
You're right. It's not quite what I meant, but you're right.
I guess since we're here, we might as well ask. Because I think I'm probably going to go straight to Paul, get his mind surf done, and then maybe end the day doing something tasking. Maybe going into the woods and looking at the treehouse just for a little bit. I don't know how long it would take for me to get to the treehouse. There was one more thing I kind of wanted them to talk. You know what? I could bring up the crush. Would he stop talking to me if I brought it up? I mean, he doesn't even believe that I can mindscape, so this will be a proof. Josh and Adam at the bar. No.
Huh.
You know, I know you have a massive crush on Alex.
No, I don't.
Oh, come on, Ruben. Let's just talk about it. This is ridiculous. Did you already try to ask her out?
These questions are extremely disrespectful.
I'm willing to talk to you about the murder and only about the murders. Okay. Fair enough. That's enough then. I got nothing else to say to you, Ruben. But I should look at the lock too to see if it was broken or messed with in any way. I already looked at it. A chain with a padlock. Looks like this could be useful to lock the bar. And it said Gabe is the one with the key, so... I mean, I guess if it's a padlock, anyone could have padlocked it, but my suspects are super high here. Alright, straight over to Robin's. Yep, let's go mind surf Paul. There might be one more animal or something, I don't know, to mind surf too, since the dog was mind surfable. That means it's not impossible.
Feel safer when you guys are here.
Right, so she thinks that she's being robbed constantly. Hey, Paul, I'm so fucking sorry that I can't actually do anything about your situation. I know that we could put you in a home, but like, I've still got to look into Rebecca's computer, and also like, I don't know how putting you in a home would be a good thing. Like, would that really help you? I don't know. Anyway, let's mind surf Paul. Maybe he saw something at the night. Or maybe we'll see something that just makes me feel sad.
With your mind.
Damn it. Okay, I'm screwing this. Here.
Wow, wow, wow.
There we go. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. All right. Paul, my boy. Mind surf Paul Goodman. Let's find out the truth. God, it hurts. What happened? It hurts so much. Paul, didn't you know? There's no limit to human suffering. Paul, didn't you know? Didn't you know what was on the line? You can't afford to be so fearless. Nobody can. It's time for you to learn a little humility. I can't stand up. Someone help me. It hurts so much. Oof. So this is the reason why I ended up in a wheelchair chair. Oof. Help me. I'm sorry. I'm afraid it's too late for that. Yikes. So that just happened one day and he just was incapable of standing up anymore. Christ, that would be horrifying. Find out about the lie.
Oh no. I think I've oversalted the sauce a little. I'm sorry, Paul.
No worries, no worries. It's not really that bad, really. We're so spoiled, aren't we? We should be more grateful to have such a great cook among us.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
What's with that under your mouth, Rebecca?
It's piercing.
A piercing?
Yeah.
Give me a break, Rebecca. I'm still used to the new hairstyle.
Aha.
Well, what's important is that you like it. I'll get over it.
Oh.
Thanks, Dad.
Yikes. So, happy family dinner. The fact that this is a lie is unfortunate.
Wow, he was totally cool about it. It's nice to be praised once in a while.
It's simple.
Ah.
I'm happy when they are. Oh. Alright, let's find out uncertainty. I know you listen to what I say, Paul. I want to keep this up. Visiting you and talking to you. I hope you get something out of it. Because I don't. To me, it's like you're already gone. I have to be there for my son now. There's something I can do to help him. And I hope you'll forgive me. Yep. I'm clocking it. Gabe is the killer. I hope you can forgive me because I'm helping my son. Hello? I don't know who you are, but I would appreciate it if you would leave us alone for a little while. Alright. I feel bad for Paul, man. He's surrounded by people who just kind of gave up on caring for him. I mean, let's be honest, he should be in a home with people who actually can care for him. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're out. We're gone. Let's find out exactly how much time does it take from us going through the forest to get into the treehouse. It takes 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and go there quickly, see if we can find... Ooh. Oh. Why? Why do we have to ride her shoulders? God damn it.
Aha.
I found it, Linda. It's really here. see that. Something on the ground here. But let's go ahead and grab that. It's a hair tie. A red hair tie. Hair tie. Olivia, maybe I should be a little more concerned. Also a pulley system. We go ahead and go inside. Ooh, though that is a... is that a meth lab? What's going on here? What's all this equipment doing here? Treehouse lab. It'll take me quite a while to get through all of this. On the table, there are two portable gas stoves with one big metal pot each. There's one pot. In one pot is a thermometer, and next to it is a table and a sieve. Under the table, there's a bag of quicklime and a big bag of baking powder, and two heavy-looking propane gas bottles. There's a broom on the corner next to the table. Cool. I'm trying to see if there's any books or no. I mean, that looks like maybe there's books, but it might also just be tapes. There's shears there too. I want to probably take notice of that. I guess looking up here isn't worth it. Unless that glass bottle there might be important. Pair of pruning shears. A shelf with a loose board. On it are disposable gloves, a box of medical-grade respirators, and a pile of white cloth sheets, a box of filter paper, and a hand siphon pump. There are many different chemicals in various containers here. Ammonium chloride, hydrochloric acid, acetamic anhydride, hydride, chloroform, ether, and ethanol. Meth dealers of the audience, is this real? There's a glass and beakers in the table. Two of the flasks have some sort of funnel going in them. One of the shelves below has a bunch of plastic bowls and a laboratory scale. A bottle of ammonia solution, and a bag of activated carbon. MC, it's time to wrap things up. Yep. Alright, so this is the third day done. Took me about an hour to get through it, but I've done all the mind surfing. Done. 1 hour later, the police station near town. Let's go talk to Linda. Recap time. Recap time. Let's talk about Sean DeSanto's murder. You're saying it was murder? Yes. Pretty bold to kill someone right in the street in a place like that. I mean, it's most likely murder since apparently he was with Ruben. No, wait. Sean was with... Was he with Ruben drinking? Yeah, he was. And then apparently he left at 9? Yeah. I thought it was the same thing. It's amazing nobody saw anything. Guess it was pretty late. Also, the camp doesn't have streetlights. John is a pretty big guy. Most people wouldn't be able to smash his head into a rock like that. Not under normal circumstances, at least. True. That's what happened. We need to act quickly and find out who's behind all this. Sean DeSanto didn't have to die. Could have prevented his murder if I wasn't so damn slow. Shut up! Can't let him get away with this. Is there anything you need done? Just keep that hard drive as scanning. Hopefully, you'll have it done by tomorrow. Yeah, let's do the mind surf training. I still feel like if we do it every single day, we might get something out of this. Can't say for sure though. Sure.
Playing games with your mind.
It's like I said, if you get the starting part done well, then you're pretty much safe. Unless you fuck up massively later down the line. There we go. Simple and easy. Mind surfed. Again, I don't think we get anything out of this, it's just training. But I still want to possibly maybe get something if I do it every single time. So the treehouse lab is up here. I want to talk to characters about that. Sorry if it was too easy, MC. I think we're done for today. End of the line. Ah! How do you feel? Great, thanks. That was good. Another session tomorrow. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and ask for a lovely little search warrant on Gabe's house. I'm keeping that. I'm gonna keep that, just even if I don't use it tomorrow, I'm probably going to be using it at some point. Cause if Sean's bag shows up in Gabe's house somewhere, it's a slam dunk. It's still possible that it was Ruben, but if he was locked in the bar all night, like, that actually proves that Ruben couldn't have been the killer then. If he was inside the bar when Olivia and Gabe was there to open the bar, and there's no way out of it, outside the bar beyond the front door, that means that Ruben had to have been locked in the bar. So Sean being killed was not Ruben, and also Rebecca being killed was not Ruben either, considering his Mindcap palace stating it as such. So Ruben is innocent. Gabe, I'm all on you, buddy. I know what you're up to. In fact, it would. I think the. So he was the one who was blackmailed? But what with? Also. Thinking about it. Person we haven't seen yet, Elliot, the person who's apparently aware at this moment, who might show up later if the question mark is a thing that'll unlock.
I'm not a big fan of sharing. I like owning things. I'm not afraid to admit that.
Fuck the switch.
That if everyone shared with everyone, the world would be a better place.
Depending on what the world is supposed to mean. I could argue a lot of things would improve it. I guess your world improves when everyone shares their stuff with you. My world certainly doesn't improve if I have to share everything with everyone all the time.
I only asked for one bite of your cinnamon roll.
And you're welcome to ask again next time I bring one. Now back to our topic of humans killing other humans.
What? That wasn't our topic.
Would you say someone who murdered a person is more justified if they did it to eat them?
We haven't talked about that at all. You can't just make up a segue like that.
Would we then say, well, yes,
Okay,
they
I like
killed
this.
the man. That's rather bad, but at least they made him into a nice stew.
No.
I've
Don't
heard it
answer.
tastes like pork.
Stop it!
No, I love this couple. Never mind. I was kind of confused about why they would be together, but I love it already. Hey! What I was saying was, if Elliot is blonde, then he's the one who was blackmailed. It's time, Blondie. 10,000. A new face. Looks like we're getting another mindscape in. Mindsaf. Hello, who are you? My name is Elliot Cade. I'm Gabeson. I take it you're the so-called Mindcop.
Huh.
I am indeed the Mindcop, and this is my assistant, Lydia. Partner. That's what I said, right? Partner. No, you did not. Anyway, good to meet you. I believe you weren't at camp when the murders took place, right? Yeah, that's right. I only arrived last night. I was at an accounting seminar at Bear Lounge, in Bear Lounge. This is actually the guy who gave up the park to Josh for money, I believe, which Gabe may not have been super happy with. So, I guess we can talk about that while we're here. Did somebody tell you about what happened here? Yes, Josh called me on Wednesday and told me about Rebecca. I believe he first tried to call me on Tuesday, but I must have missed it. I only learned about Sean upon my arrival yesterday evening.
Oh.
It took you 2 whole days to get here.
Oh.
Unfortunately, yes. With a strike going on with the airlines, it was impossible to get a flight back right away. From the airport, it was another 4 hours by car. Alright. Despite the fact that you weren't here, I still might need to ask you some questions. Sure, we can do it right now, or some other time if you prefer. Hell yes! New perspective, new character. Let's go. How can I help? Let's start with your full name and ID. Sure, here you go. Full name is Elliot Cade. Are you part of the camp staff? Yes, I'm the camp's accountant. I'm also Josh's assistant in various matters. Okay, that actually makes sense. How long have you been doing this job for? What made you go to an accounting seminar so far away? Far away? I guess it was far away. I'm not sure. Josh wanted me to go. Maybe it was a particularly prestigious one or something? I ended up doing only 2 out of the 3 days, but so far it's been pretty helpful. I honestly wasn't too keen on going, but I don't want my responsibilities to grow beyond what they are right now. What were you doing? Where were you Monday night when Rebecca was murdered? I was in Berlug. I was at an accounting seminar during the day and at my hotel for the evening. Can you give me an address of the hotels and the seminars so we can check on them if you were? I would also like to be of help it would also be of help if we could take a look at the plane tickets. Sure, I got the addresses here and I can send you the tickets by email if that's okay. Yes, thank you. Relationship with Rebecca. What was your reaction when you heard about Rebecca from Josh?
Oh.
I was shocked, of course. I wanted to get back to camp right away, but it really wasn't that easy. Because of the strikes going on, with the airlines, the first flight back I could get on the only first flight I could get was on Friday. Let's talk about Sean. His murder occurred Thursday night. You arrived here yesterday night. He was still in Bear Lounge on the night of Sean's death. Yes, I quit the seminar, but I couldn't get a flight back because of the strikes. On Thursday, I was at a hotel the entire day. Fortunately, Josh kept me posted of what was going down at the camp. You said you learned about Sean's death when you arrived at the camp. Yes, Josh knew that I was on my way, and I would arrive later that day. He probably thought I could wait until I was here. I arrived plenty late, so I was already in bed by then, but Dad told me everything. What kind of person was Sean? Let's get his perspective. Sean was the classic bully. He always was, even when we were young. The only thing that's changed is that he became really comfortable with that role. He started putting on this tough guy act. Not to say that he wasn't tough. It just felt less like an act when we were kids. Alright, topics. Specifically, I wanted to ask about the blackmail. I'm throwing it out there, probably.
Huh.
I know for a fact that Sean and Rebecca plotted to blackmail someone. Is that the face of someone who got blackmailed? How? I can't tell you how I know. However, I can assure you it's the truth. What now? Now you tell me what you know about it. I don't know anything. Are you sure? Then what's your thoughts on this? Forgive me, I'm quite bewildered right now. I don't know what else to say. Oh, buddy, you gave me a fucking face. You think I don't see that face? Oh, you were the one who got blackmailed. And Gabe is the one who went to go get the money back after giving it. Okay. Okay. I feel like I've really figured this out now. So it's more about proving the fact that it was Gabe. Meaning that I probably need to search his house to find a weapon. No, it was a kitchen knife that killed. That's actually really tough to think about now. How could I prove that it was Gabe? I guess that it might come down to breaking the fact that that Ruben and Gabe were together. So I need to prove that Gabe was on his own. Although I don't know. I guess that hair tie is as well. I need to find out who that belongs to, because if it was Ruben, that would actually be super great. Because the underlying mind thing here, the thing that I'm thinking about, is that Ruben was with Sean in the woods, and Ruben was most likely brought to that tree house. And Sean tried to maybe get Ruben in on the drug making, which is why he's freaked out about it. Snake Eater. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I want to ask him about anything else so far. Maybe about the treehouse, but I don't even know if he knows about that. Red hair tie. I'm gonna ask Olivia about that because she's got hair ties in her drawer, so it could have been hers. But I'm pretty sure it's someone specific. Anyway, let's mind surf you. Wah. Might even find out the reason why he got blackmailed. Middle Girl Solid 3 is what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, I don't actually have to worry as much with this one now. Okay, give me something good. There. There we go. Hey, Malk. I'm focusing on getting this mine surf done. There we go. There we go. Okay, we need just a bit more for us to get the surf done. I think this is it though. I think we've done it. Fuck! Okay, whatever. Like I said, I think we've done it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Playing games with your mind. Whatever. There we go. Whatever. Who cares? Hey, Malk. So, surfed mind. Let's find out about Elliot's truth, lie, and uncertainty. So, what is absolutely truth in Elliot's mind?
No, Elliot. I want you to do something without thinking about the consequences. Without thinking about good or bad. Just a primal, raging passion, uncontrollably, valiantly. You're still their puppet, Elliot. Don't let them control you. Be a man. Be my man. Destroy something. Burn something.
Someone was there. Did you hear that?
Don't get distracted. It was a squirrel or something.
And what if the squirrel dies in the fire?
You're still thinking about consequences, Elliot. Who fucking cares about a fucking squirrel? Who cares about anyone? This is our show. Nobody can stop us. You said to me that you would do anything for me. Now prove it.
Who is this? Oh, so he set a fire? Oh my. I'm doing all right. Today's I had to go to like the morning thing that I've been talking about, so I had to start late, and I'm probably gonna end as soon as the game ends, which might not be for a bit, so who knows. But I'm pretty sure I know who the killer is in the game now. I've got a pretty strong sneaking suspicion I know who it is, and I'm starting to piece together what was the cause and reason for it.
Now or never. This is so hot.
So he set fire to the forest and someone saw him. I need to look at that. At what that specifically was. Ooh. Ah, so it's money you're after. I was beginning to wonder where this conversation was heading.
I'm only coming to you because I have no other option. I'm sorry, Dad. I don't know what to do.
You won't be getting a single cent out of me, Elliot. You think I've forgotten how you betrayed me? Back then, I wanted to help you. But you rejected my help, didn't you? And now, you need my money. I can't believe you need money. How in the world do you need money?
Can't say.
You should have more than enough money. For selling the goddamn camp to the goddamn stranger, you've missed your chance to get my help. So this is a lie, meaning that Gabe did give Elliot money. It's all come together. I figured it out. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Get out of my workshop. I think this will get so much more easier now that I've really narrowed down who the killer is and what the motive was. We're mind surfing right now, Malk. Effectively, we're finding out a truth, a lie, and an uncertainty. Truth is always correct. Lie is effectively something that's completely wrong or an opposite. It's like all contextual and like to be interpreted. Uncertainty is kind of like this weird mesh of the two, which is usually just used to try and interpret information. It's not always simple and easy to understand. But this is a way for us to get very strong information specifically on characters. I heard the auction went well. Damn, Gracie, you're moving up in the world. Gracie?
Oh.
I can't believe you haven't dropped me by now. Whoa, this was his girl in the woods.
Don't you say that. What would I be without you? I love you, Elliot, and I won't leave you. Not for all the fame in the world.
Okay, so this uncertainty is telling us that he views his girlfriend as bigger than life itself.
I'm so proud. Isn't he cute when he's worried?
Okay, that's an interesting view. Alright, I think that's everyone mind-surfed. Wah, 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 wah. It's interesting just how much information is in this game. And there's a crap ton of it that's not even related to the murder, it seems. Like Bomber, Paul's condition. I feel like it only gives you information specifically detailing who is and who isn't the culprit, right? So Paul's condition proves that Paul can't be the culprit, being that he's basically disabled and incapable of doing anything on his own. But yes, only 8 topics left. I don't think I'm gonna get all the topics because I think the topics require me like finding specific items and also talking about specific things. It's possible I could find them all, but I kind of doubt it. With that, I've only got this day left and one more day after the fact. Sorry about that. Apparently there's 4 more things here. Dog truth, dog lie, dog unset. I want to look at Elliot's truth again. Specifically, there was someone in the side here. I can't see very well now, though. So someone was watching. And if I had to guess, it was Rebecca. Rebecca saw that Elliot bent down the forest and most likely would have been criminally charged. However, Rebecca kept that information to herself and then blackmailed Elliot for money. Elliot then went to his father, I think, yep, father, Gabe's son, so Gabe. And Gabe gave money to Elliot in order to pay the blackmail. 10,000 in fact. Which of course Sean needed for his fine. Specifically, Sean had fines of 8,000. And of course he was making up the blackmail alongside Rebecca. So Rebecca was also getting 2,000. Don't know exactly what she was going to do with the money. But it's also highly likely that the two were also owners of the lab in the treehouse, the drug lab. Elliot went to his farther. No. I'm pretty sure Ruben doesn't know the absolute significance of everything that's happened. But him lying about not being home is something that's what really made me think Cade is the main culprit. Because him saying that Ruben was at home with him could have been walked away with like, oh, he's just trying to protect his nephew. I highly suspect that that's the case, though. Alright, first of all, hello guys, have any news? Hi Mary, good to see you. Had enough time of death for Sean DeSanto. Died between 11 and 1 a.m. But that's not all. Take a look at this photo. What is it? 2 red dots on someone's skin? There's small burn marks. I noticed them on Sean's chest before we... And we found an exact same marks on Rebecca's wrist. What do you mean by this exact same? They're not exactly the same, of course, but they're the same size and same distance apart. Burn marks on the victim's body. That's new. Interesting. I brought the GPS tracker. Unfortunately, it's beyond repair. I can tell you that this GPS tracker is for dogs. It comes with a collar that can be paired with this tracker. It works like any other regular GPS device. There's a transmitter on the collar that can be located with the tracker. Huh. So there was a... Not right now, but I think there is one thing I do want to investigate. It's that glass... the glass shard that was found with Sean's body. Would you date Laura? Are you talking about the tall, lovely woman that's in front of us right now? Yes. Could you get this to the lab? Get what to the lab? I don't see anything. Look closer, please. Oh, okay. This is tiny. Are you guys even carrying that without losing it? Let me quickly bag it and take it to the lab for you later. I think that if my guess is correct, that is a piece of glasses. And if that's proven, then I've just got more... I got more evidence that it was Gabe. I'm gonna have my leg surgically removed. Not serious, but I want it to be. Being bipedal is suffering. It's like saying I want to remove my thumbs because I want to feel more animalistic. Without your thumbs, you'd probably freaking hate everything. So I feel like being biped, falling to your lower, going bipedal, or what's it called? What's it when you're not bipedal? Fourpedal? I don't know. I just hate my legs right now. They ache terribly. Then lie down. Put a little cushion underneath them. Let them relax. What does bipedal mean? Bipedal is on two legs, basically. Anything that's on two legs is bipedal. I don't know what other words would be, though. I just also noticed a cat. Oh, look, Linda. A black cat. That's not a good sign, Linda. Not a good sign at all. Black cat. Can I mindscape it? Should mind surfing the... Oh! How dare you! I should have known. Cats have amazing reflexes. I'm too far away. Maybe I should distract it with some food if it ever shows up again. Alright, I kind of want to actually... Huh. What did you just pick up? Cat food. I kind of want to get that. Actually, I also kind of want to talk to Josh again. He's also kind of suspectful. Oh, wait, you know what? Before we do any of that, I need to go talk to Olivia about that hair tie, specifically. I need to find out who it is, who owns it, because that would mean... we regret this. Okay, you're pissed off with me, I get it, but I need to specifically ask you about one thing. Because you know about them. It's either yours or it's someone else's. So... what is this? Oh yes, I think so. Really? Yes, it's easy to recognize because there's only 2 spots where the color is faded. This is one of my favorite hair ties. Why did Ruben give this to you? Why do you think I got it from Ruben? Wait, what? Did he not? I gave this to Ruben as a gift. Really? A hair tie? Well, I gave him a few. We were experimenting on his hairstyle and I loved the palm tree look on him, so I gave him a few of my hair ties. When was this? Oh, it was on Monday. Remember? Ruben and I was setting up the tire planter in front of the gift shop. and he got one of the hair ties on the day of Rebecca's murder. Reuben was at the treehouse. So we've proven, without a doubt, he was not with his father. What's going on? Is Reuben in trouble? We'll see. What was your relationship with Reuben? You seem like close friends. Did Reuben say or do anything suspicious that day?
Huh.
No, he seemed like his usual self. I'm gonna go ahead and mention this. There's a treehouse in the woods nearby, and it looks like Reuben was there on the night of Rebecca's murder. A treehouse? What would he be doing at a treehouse? Well, what do you think? What the hell should I know? To start with, I didn't even know about that treehouse. I kill them instantly. Although I need to copy and paste their message just so I can blacklist it so it doesn't show up anywhere because it keeps happening. The cheap viewers bullshit. Anything else worth talking about? I don't think she'll know what this is. Small burn marks were found on both Rebecca and Sean's body. It's quite possible the burns were inflicted the day they were killed. On Sean's body, they were found under his left breast. Can you confirm or deny these injuries were inflicted on the day he was killed? I can't remember any burn marks on Sean. How big are they? Relatively small. Well, I can't say for anything for certain, but why do we have burn marks? It doesn't make any sense. Alright, so she doesn't know, but she's also clearly stating that he isn't, in fact, he didn't have them beforehand. Why couldn't you let me ban them? Because I've seen them so goddamn often, and I've had to ban so many of them. They're all bots, basically, so it doesn't matter. They'll just keep coming back unless I actually copy and paste the message. So I just need to remind myself to do that, because Jesus. Anyway, we've got clear proof, now we need to talk to Reuben. I also need to find out if anybody knows about that cat. I need cat food, specifically. Reuben is most likely in the bar. Hey, buddy. We're gonna have a little convo. Twitch didn't let me ban them even though I was spamming the ban button. I don't know, man. This. There's a treehouse in the woods nearby, and I want to talk to you about that treehouse. I know you were there. Bullshit. I found a red hair tie. This is your hair tie, Reuben. Not only do I know that this is your hair tie, I also know that this hair tie was given to you on the day of Rebecca's murder. And now we guess where we found it? At the treehouse. You were there, Reuben. You were there when you dropped your hair tie. The best you can do now is tell me, what were you doing there and why did you lie to me? God damn it. I had it in my pocket. I must have dropped it when we climbed up. You were at the treehouse on the night of Rebecca's murder. Yes. Sean took me there. Please tell me everything you know about this. This is your last chance. I knew Sean was selling heroin. I was interested. Interested in buying? No, I wanted to get into the business. Sell some heroin, make a few bucks. Sean was stoked. He told me that he was looking for someone like me. That's all he told me before we met in the day in the woods that day. He showed me about the treehouse and I realized that he wasn't just a dealer. He actually made all the heroin. You think he worked alone? I don't know. I almost can't imagine it. Cooking heroin may be easier than I think, but it can't be that simple. What happened next? He wanted me on board. I told him I would think about it, which wasn't actually true. The whole situation scared me more than I thought. It wasn't what I had in mind. Sean asked Reuben for help with the drug lab. It's another topic. He asked me if I wanted to get into the field. I declined. The field? The poppy field, I guess. I think he noticed that my demeanor had changed, and we decided to go back to the camp. I don't know who killed Rebecca. It wasn't me. I don't think it was Sean. When did you leave to meet Sean? And when did you come back? Must have been around 9 p.m. I was back in my room right before midnight. You told us you were at home all night. Why did you lie if you yourself wasn't actually involved in anything? I don't like Sean, but I didn't want to rat him out. My uncle, he knew something was up. He said he heard me leaving from my window. I panicked and told him I met with Sean, but that we just met. But it wasn't enough to freak him out. But it was enough to freak him out. He said that it would look bad if I needed an alibi. He offered to make something up for me. I'm sorry. I would date Linda. She's super fucking awesome. She's the best freaking tall queen I've ever seen. I love her. She's beautiful. Who else knows about the heroin? And why did you leave through the window? Why and how did you leave through the window? Which of these two questions is worth it? I don't know who he knows about it, so I don't think it matters. Everyone who's probably dead knows about it. Although, maybe we could find out another dealer, maybe? Or maybe someone else who was buying? And how did you leave? Well, I guess, how would he know if he was not really, if he wasn't truly part of it? Why? I don't know, mostly because it's cool. Mistakenly, I thought I would be able to leave unnoticed this way. There's a tree very close to the roof. It's very climbable. Probably sounds more dangerous than it is. Okay, burn marks on the victims' bodies. That's the thing I actually want to look into. What about the cat? I found a black cat in the camp. Have you seen it? Yeah, Sean introduced me to the cat. Not sure who's going to take care of him now. Ask Olivia the next time I see her. Oh, you can ask her yourself, of course. Oh, it's Olivia? Fuck, I just left. God damn it. Okay, I'll ask Olivia. So you're making the drug lab. God. I guess we could talk about the backgammon. You told me on the night of the murder you and Gabe did not leave the house. You said the two of you were spending the whole night playing backgammon with each other and talking about Kaff's beer. The details were Gabe's idea. He said every good lie must come with some details. I do like beer, but I've never actually played a single game of backgammon. Alright. You said Sean wanted you on board with this heroin product. Could you go into a little more detail? I can't really. I don't really know exactly what he had in mind. I kind of got cold feet when I saw the interior of the treehouse, so I didn't ask any more questions. You know they were blackmailing someone? Shit, man, are you sure? Absolutely sure. What was it about? Who did they blackmail? What do you think? I don't have a slightest idea. Okay, so he doesn't know that it was his brother. Or not brother, his... What would it be? Gabe is his uncle, so... I don't know, cousin? I think it's cousin. Talk about the treehouse lab. I guess I could. What else could you tell me about the treehouse? I would have told you everything I know. Alright, I guess that's everything then. Boy, oh boy. The things we talk about. ID. Have you seen this? Found a broken GPS tracker in the street. Apparently it was a GPS tracker for a dog. That's odd. Sean was the only person here who had a dog. I can't imagine he would buy something like that. He thought putting his leash on a dog is a sign of dominance, something only a coward would do. Yeah. Alright, I think that's everything worth talking about. You know, actually that note could... Well, that note actually never left Rebecca's room, so bringing that to Elliot wouldn't actually change or do anything, I think. Yep, we got everything from here. Alright. I love the art style of Laura and Mindcop. I do too. You don't usually get tall women in games, I feel. Although when we do, we always love them, so I don't know. What are we doing now then? I guess I want to actually mind skip the cat before we truly go and rummage through Gabe's house. And even then, I don't know if I want to arrest Gabe until the final day. And I want to get that evidence back. So let's go talk to Olivia again.
Bing bong, ding dong, hello world.
You. Hello, sorry to disturb you again. I want to talk to you about the cat. The cat's important to me.
Huh.
Found a black cat in the camp. Have you seen it? Well, I'm trying my best to avoid him. I'm allergic. Did you say him? His name is Mr. Dingy. You can probably guess who came up with that name. Sean. He found Mr. Dingy on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere. He was pretty miserable condition, so Sean picked him up and nursed him back to health. I can't have him running around the house, so Sean made a little home for him in the gift shop. Tried my best to find his original owner, but if there is one, no luck so far. Can I borrow some cat food from you? I was hoping to buy myself some short meeting with Mr. Dingy. Sure, you'd be doing me a favor if you could fill up his bowl in the gift shop. I'm avoiding that place as much as I can. Here, take some with you. There we go. That's all I wanted. There is actually one character I think I should talk to about the burn marks. If anyone would know about them, maybe the police officer? I feel like the police officer kind of just disappeared from this story. I think that maybe asking him about it would be a good idea, because I don't know anyone else here who would actually know anything about burn marks that small. I'm trying to think of who exactly would have. Wait, there it is. Should fill this bowl with cat food for the cat to show up. There we go. Why does it take half an hour to do that? I guess we're waiting for the cat to show up.
Huh.
If I were a cat, I'd come in here in no time. Let's wait and see.
Meow meow.
Video, we have a guest. Now that the cat's guard is down, we should be able to mind surf whenever I want to. Hell yeah! Mind surf the cat. Whoa! Long trench coat, long hair, and a hat, and a small mustache and the sunglasses. I suppose it is pretty comical in a way. On your mind. You got me on your mind. Okay, guys, come on. Give me red in the corners. No, I said in the corners. God damn it, guys. Red in a corner. That's all I want. You fucking... Oh, my God, I screwed it up. I thought I lost the red in the center there. Nope, it's not going to give me a single fucking red in the corner. Asking for that is just too much. Oh, my God. Ah. Jesus Christ. Whoops. On your mind. There we go. We did it. Whew. I feel like that was probably the hardest mindscape in the entire game, maybe. But because I did all the other mind surfs, it was fine. Alright, let's find out what this cat knows. It's probably going to be very important if it took this long to get it. Oh, did the cat see what happened? What was that? Oh, well, thanks for not seeing anything, cat, but thanks for giving us a sound. So I think the thing that caused the burning happened first, and then his head got cracked into the wall. Oh, the cat's all like sad. Look at that. You were here during the murder. Too bad you didn't see what was happening. I guess you were too distracted by that squirrel. Don't worry. I understand squirrels are pretty cool. The taser was the cause of the burn marks. A taser would actually make sense. And that would be pretty fucked up, actually. A taser.
Hello, good-smelling human. I have good news. I have acquired a skill of human speech.
Cat, you can speak?
Yes, indeed, human. I have mastered your so-called language. Let us be fruitful and exchange about our relationship dynamics.
Yes, cat, I am listening.
Let us start with the petting interactions. I must inform you that I do not like the way you have handled my ears when you stroke my head. It is fragrantly uncouth, and I hope to see a change for the better. Following that, I want to discuss dining arrangements. I do not want to come off as ungrateful. I really do not. However, the lack of variety is absolutely deplorable. Here is my proposal. At least 2 more items shall be added to the menu. In exchange, I would sporadically present my hindquarters to you. Do we have an agreement?
Yes, cat, absolutely. I didn't immediately think tase gun, but the sound does immediately catch my ear now. Because he did scream, so he was clearly hit with something that, yeah, no, you know what? Tase gun makes sense completely. So if we find a tase gun, we find the absolute pure positive proof that Gabe was the killer. Right.
Oh.
I feel like this is what goes on in your mind, Marco. Hello, fellow human. Let us shout and invade in each other's personal space. I think I'll pass.
Another human. This one doesn't smell so pleasant. What can I do for you?
This person, his name is Sean. He was murdered, and I'm trying to figure out who killed him. Can you help?
I believe you have made a logical error. The word murdered means to kill someone unlawfully and with premeditation. Killed means to cause the death of a living being. However, the human we are talking about is standing right in front of us. Does he not appear to be dead? If you wish to improve your human language skills, I know I am quite extremely competent teacher. Regrettably, I'm finding it challenging to provide assistance due to your vexorous odor.
Beautiful. Well, I'm glad that we at least got that. That's pretty much how I see every cat's mind. Oh. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that, Gabe. I saw you in the bushes. I saw you in the bushes. Gabe. And that's where I found the tracker. Tracker. What was he tracking? The money? What? Oh, okay. That's how he knew where the money was. Holy shit. Okay. Gabe put a tracker with the money somehow. I don't know where he would have put it. It was a broken GPS thing, right, that he was using. So if he just took out the chip from the dog collar, put it inside with where the money was, and then tracked where they put the money, he'd be able to go and get it back. Sometimes what goes on in your mind. That's my theory as to what that GPS thing is that Gabe put the tracker from the dog collar into the money in order to find it once Rebecca and Sean put it somewhere. If I had to guess, maybe he was trying to prove that they were blackmailing him and get them arrested, maybe? But it's strange that he went immediately to murder. And tasing someone before you kill them is pretty fucked. That's like giving them paralysis and then just fucking going ham on their body. It's fucked up. But that explains why there was no clear signs of fight in either case, I think. Huh.
Meow. Meow meow.
Well, as usual, cats see everything. They're also massive douchebags. Expecting the world on a silver platter. But they're too fuzzy to not love. God damn it. Ah! 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 Stop! Anyway, yeah, I guess that's everything we need from here. Okay, what else? Because I'm pretty much... is Kenneth inside this crime scene? Where would Kenneth be? Kenneth's the chief here, so if... I need to prove that it is a taser, I think. And I think he's the one who would tell me that. Even more so now. Could also try to move those boxes. Where the fuck is Kenneth? Okay, I have no clue. I might have just wasted my time in here. But that's okay. 'Cause I've pretty much got everything I need. Kenneth, if anywhere, he would probably maybe be in Josh's caravan? I guess Josh is another character I want to talk to as well, so maybe I can go talk to him. I don't really care about moving the boxes anymore. I could also check the garden, but I think I've pretty much got this all squared away now. Actually, you know what? We haven't looked into the garden yet. We got time. Hello? It's locked. Could try picking the lock. I'm not that good at this stuff. Go for it? Sure.
Aha!
Finally, it's open. Got a bunch of gardening tools. Take us a while to search for everything. Sure. I mean, again, I've got time to spend here. There's actually a bunch of tools in here in the front, but however, the storage was locked for a reason. See, there's a loose plank on the floor that's under that. Plastic bag with some white powder and some cocaine. This is quite the stash. Can't you do that thing where you put your finger in and taste if it's really cocaine? No. I must have missed the lecture at the police academy where they taught you that stuff. But we could go give this to Mary. I'm sure she'll figure out what this is for us. I'm guaranteeing it's freaking... it's cocaine. we already know that fact. Ooh. I never actually saw this, but maybe you could actually climb up. This house is built very close to the side of the cliff. Looks like it's possible to go behind it, but I don't see anything else here noteworthy. He already said that the door... Adam already said that the door was unlocked. So I don't think it particularly was... Nobody else snuck in a different way, I don't think. Yep, that's all I need to find. I found cocaine, guys. We did it. We found cocaine. Hey! Look at what we found! Cocaine! Yeah. I'm gonna use the rest of the last day to search Gabe's house, and I'm fairly certain I'll find either the money, the taser, the tracking chip. I could just find anything and everything. Hey, my boy. Hi. Hello, Josh. How can I help? Guess we should talk to you about crap that happened. Actually... Why do you live in this place if you're the freaking park owner? I guess we could talk to you for the rest of the day. Why not? Let's talk about the second victim. What was your personal relationship with Sean? Same as Rebecca. I'm his employer. Sean was in charge of our gift shop. He also did guided hiking tours through the area. What kind of person was he? Did he have enemies? Yeah, he did, but what kind of person was he? I feel bad for describing him this way, but in my mind, he was classic bully. He constantly ridiculed everyone else. He did it in a self-aware and charming kind of way, which helped mask his rudeness, but still. I was always able to see right through his facade and see him for the narcissistic asshole he really was. But who knows, maybe I'm wrong. What did you do on the night of Sean's death? I was in my caravan. The whole night? Yep, went to bed early. Your caravan was right next to the crime scene. You must have heard something go down. Sadly, I didn't. I always sleep with earplugs in. I went to bed around 10 p.m. Shortly before that, I went to lock the bar and... I went out to lock the bar in the gift shop. Oh, okay. I didn't see anyone in the bar, so I accidentally locked Ruben in. Okay, so you were the one who locked him in. Okay. Apparently, he was still asleep in there. When he woke up in the morning, he tried to call me, but again, earplugs. I thought I'd still be able to hear my phone ringing with these on, but apparently not. I eventually woke up to Olivia crying and Gabe's relentless hammering on the caravan door. That was at 7:30, I think, a.m. Guess I can talk about one thing with you. Ruben, sneaking... I guess the strongest thing would be bringing up the drug lab. Yeah. Let's just get that over and done with then. There's a drug lab at the treehouse. We found the treehouse in the woods filled with all sorts of chemicals and laboratory equipment. That's wild. Chemicals for what? Cooking drugs or something? Likely. And this treehouse is here in the woods? Yes. It's crazy. So you don't know anything about it? I had no idea. Alright, that's enough. Yeah. Alright. We got the final day set up. Gabe, we're coming for ya. Where actually would Kenneth actually be then for me to ask him questions? Because I'm still confused on where he would be.
Huh.
Maybe he would be in the main house during the day and then just leave during the later time. Recap time.
Hmm.
Thoughts on Elliot? I don't know. He wasn't even at the camp, right? You think we were wasting our time with him? I guess so.
Ah.
I think you're clearly wrong about this. Clearly? Come on, how so? What color was his voice? Light blue. Well, there you have it. Blue is the color of success, and success is what we're after. What's your stance on drugs? They're bad.
Oh.
Cigarettes are okay. If the meaning of life is happiness, then drugs are the shortcut for lazy cheaters. Damn. Just so you know, the meaning of life isn't happiness. What is it then?
Aha!
If it's being the best possible version of yourself. That leaves a lot of room for interpretation. You know what I mean. Strive for improvement. Be ambitious. Happiness is too easy. Not for most people. Did you get anything done? I think I'm done with the hard drive from Rebecca's computer. They can confirm that it's Rebecca's computer. Yes, she used it almost exclusively to run online shops to sell handmade lanterns. Quite a lot of effort went into the presentation of that online shop. She kept getting a lot of requests. Is that all? There's more. These lanterns are nothing special, just a glass jar decorated with leaves and tea lights. But a single lantern costs $200, and people are buying them. She sells about 10 lanterns every month and ships them all across the country. Even strangers, she had regulars. I don't think the design ever changes, but some people can't get enough of their lanterns. Oh. It was a secret way of selling drugs. Interesting.
Huh.
Good job as always. Is there anything else you need done? Elliot's alibi. I guess we could have that done by the end of it. I don't know what these two would be. Alright, consider it done. You want to do some mind surf training? Sure. This will be the last one, I'm sure. Or maybe we'll do like another one for the final culprit proving thing. Wow, 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 wow. Wow. Going through with your mind. Bam, bam. That's what we call a big bang thing. Whew, I kind of messed up there. I got a little confused, but it's okay. There we go. Look at that trick shot. Around the money to keep it in place, or he took out the chip. Well, in any case, we're going to go ahead and search Gabe's house for the money and the taser and maybe other little bits and pieces. We can also check Ruben's room. Ooh. Ooh, we finally get to see an uncertainty. Let's get to the second part of this agenda. A new aspirant. That would be me. Could you tell... Oh, wait. Could you tell us your name? I don't know if that's a woman or not. Linda. Have you felt the tingling? Yes, I have. I presume this is the Mindcop... that the Mindcop is your patron. Yes. As Linda's patron, do you trust that she knows right from wrong? Yes, I trust her. I guess we're gonna get a little lore about the Mindcop stuff. You still think I don't know right from wrong? Bringing you to the beach was a mistake. Sorry. You still don't trust me, do you? You shouldn't be here. This place is already getting bigger. You should know better. Then let's leave. Both of us. Wow! Interesting. So we didn't trust her to know right from wrong. Sorry. It's okay. Huh. I guess maybe that's a law nugget that might be a secret. Like maybe she did something incorrect in the past. Or morally wrong. Although out of the two, I feel like she's more moralistic. So maybe she did something against the rules. Yep. Still search warrant for Gabe's house. Yep. Nice. Damn, there's 3 topics we didn't find, but whatever. Let's go. Okay, Linda, I'm going to the hotel. See you tomorrow. Let's go. Time to go on a snooze cruise. Sunday, the last day.
In the game of society, a cheater is called a criminal. And as long as life is something you can win or lose, there will always be crime.
Big words, as always. How do you win in life? Tell me, I'd like to know.
Well, some win conditions depend on your spawn point, but others are universal. Friends, family, wealth, recognition.
What if you have it all and don't feel like you won?
You're overcomplicating this.
You're simplifying too much.
Oh.
Let's agree to disagree.
Let's not.
Linda, you can't disagree to disagree. What are you doing? You can't disagree to disagree.
You said 5 days, remember? This is your last day.
I know what I said. And if anything, it's our last day. We're partners, remember?
Oh yeah, how could I forget?
"15 minutes near the crime scene. And I don't like this when we fight. What are you doing here? What? You told us to come. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I may need help tracking people down. Fine, but I'm not following you around. You can be here if you need me. Okay, so this is your last chance to make an arrest. If you don't have somebody in the jail cell, you could ask Amelia for help. Get trouble getting the person you want to arrest. Sending her to make an arrest for you will end the day like a normal arrest would. MC, do you have a moment? Sure, what is it? I'm done checking Elliot's alibi. I contacted the airline and the hotel organizers at the seminar he attended. They all corroborated his statement. The airlines confirmed that there were strikes. Alright, yep.
Oh.
But they confirmed that he was present and he did not complete the course.
Ah.
Alright, although I thought as much. Better safe than sorry. Good job. Anything else you need done? Not today. Let's wrap things up. Thank you for the hard work. Okay, sure thing. I do want to quickly talk to Kenneth about the burn marks, so maybe he can give me the topic about the taser. Because I have a feeling he would know out of everyone here. Small burn marks were found on both Rebecca and Sean's body. They were both possibly inflicted on the respective days they were killed. Any idea how they got them? Small burn marks, eh? Like from a taser? Like, I've seen what those can do to your skin. Not bad, Kenneth. A sound proposal. They do, in fact, look what you'd expect from a taser. Alright, that's all. Let's go get our evidence back from her. I have news on the tiny glass shard you gave me. First off, it's not actually glass, it's actually plastic. The guys found in the lab figured out that this shard plastic is from plastic lens. These days, most eyeglasses typically use plastic lens. Thank you. Interesting. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for your help, Mary. I'll bring this case to an end today. Oh, really? Well, I hope you know what you're doing. Oh, yes, I do. Well, off we go. Let's go ahead and walk our way there. We didn't talk to Adam for a while, but we don't need to. We know he's innocent. At the very least, he's innocent for Rebecca's. Or please, let me smash. No, Ron. Your tail is too small. You want some fuck? Yep. This is the police. We're here to search the place for possible evidence. We have a warrant. You don't open the door, we'll open it by force. Hey, my friends. What's going on? You have a reason to believe that we'll find evidence connected to the ongoing murder investigation here in your house. Here is the search warrant. Please do not interfere with our search. What? There's no way. You can't do this. Leave right now. Nobody's leaving. If you won't cooperate, we'll have to arrest you for willful obstruction. Are you serious? I'm serious. There'll be consequences for this. Oh, I'm sure there will be. Now, let's go ahead and go to your room first, Gabe. In fact, actually, if I'm right about the tracking chip, old lamp, bunch of plastic boxes, hodgepodge of random materials, probably a bunch of salvaged, incomplete parts for future use. If he did that GPS trick, something like a dog collar with a leash, but a part of it was removed. What do you think, bitch? That's what I call proof. I'm a goddamn genius. All right, I think that was Elliot's room, and this is Gabe's room. All right. We got a bunch of places to search here, so let's start with cabinet, of course. Old-fashioned dresser with block binoculars, an empty glasses case on it. Let's see what's inside. The drawers are full of men's underwear and socks, and others are filled with documents. Among these are old cases that Gabe worked on his lawyer days. Nothing spicy here. Files don't provide much info on anything. Those are some old floor plans here. Most of the camp's buildings. Floor plans. So he knew everything about every building. Painting with a man with a commonly large hat touching the hand of a woman in a green dress. It's good painting, but it's not much. Too much for me. Not much for me. Too much detail. Okay. Guess bed. There's something under the bed. A drawstring gym bag filled with money. Holy shit, Linda! There's many notes in here. There's a $30,000, give or take. This is highly suspicious. I say we confiscate the whole bag. Okay.
Your Honor, Laura won't let me smash.
That is what I call money. A gym bag. Oh, it's the gym bag that he had with him during the cat's mind thing. Okay. We found this under the table of Gabe's house. Okay. I kind of wish we could find the GPS thing inside of it, but maybe if I gave it to the lady for examination, she'd find it. I have a feeling that's what was going on. The GPS chip was inside that bag of money, so he was like following it. And in the bush, he had the GPS tracker with him, so he knew that those two had the money. Oh! And in that image, Sean was hooded and secretly hiding his face. Rebecca wasn't. So Gabe knew who one of the persons who stole his money. He knew who one of them were. It was Rebecca, and that's why he killed her first. And then after the fact, he killed Sean after finding out who had the money. Because Rebecca didn't have it, meaning that it had to be Sean. Okay. Boy, if you don't get happiness from that, I do. I do declare I'm happy right now. Nightstand with old-fashioned lamp. Let's look inside. Are we gonna find a taser anywhere? Painkillers, a bottle of lubricant gel, and amputees, a tube of topical steroid cream. A medical prescription for cream. The prescription is addressed to Gabriel Gabe. There's also prosthetic liners and sleeves here that look like oversized for the lower limbs. Prosthetic liners? Appears that Gabe uses a prosthetic leg. Huh. Oh, so he might have been strong enough to kick Sean in the head? Are we saying that maybe was what happened? Huh. Let's take a look inside the wardrobe. Many men's clothes, some have seen better days. Suit stands out amongst several spots where the color is almost completely gone. It's probably a very expensive suit. There's a plastic bag with something on top of the wardrobe. Let's see if I can reach it. Ugh, so much dust up there. It's an empty box for a leg prosthetic in that bag. Delivery was labeled. Label says it was shipped to Gabriel Kane 9 years ago. Alright, well, I'm sure you're fucking quaking in your boots, but let's have a look around to see if we can find that taser anywhere. Because it could be on your person right now. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. But if we can find it, it would be freaking wonderful. I have a feeling it wouldn't be in your child's bedrooms, but honestly, I'm kind of curious what's in Ruben's room. Just a bunch of shit. Ooh, the window. Can we actually prove that you actually went out of it as well? There are dirt marks on the bottom of the window. They continue to lead to the roof tiles outside. Maybe someone used the window to climb outside. Yep, there you go. There's the proof. I like how the game seems to have a shit ton of proof that corroborates other proof, you know? I guess we can look around the tool shed, see if we can find anything else. Wrenches, pilers, screwdrivers, paint brushes, knives, saws, hammers, some other sandpaper. On the night table, there's cutting mat, 2 cups filled with drill bits, bench face. I believe a really big thing is in the built drill press. Pretty trash can. Beer. Here's a few bottle caps, a lot of sawdust, worn out sheets of sandpaper, and a receipt for a piece of thread. The receipt, 1 breadboard kit, 1 high voltage resistor, 20 D1 DLEDs, 5 rechargeable 12V batteries, 1 950 115D car ignition coil. A lot of tinkering. A couple of paint buckets, empty bottles, home improvement, plastic box, various wooden finishes, and glue bottles. A shelf stacked on another shelf. There are various boxes of drawers and nails, screws, and all nuts and dowels there. Shelf also has a power strip, a small plastic case, a screwdriver, some spool, clock, and a plastic pipe. Plastic case has a small collection of wood carving tools. Alright, nothing else. I guess I could go into Elliot's room, but I might just not bother with looking at anything in there, because again, I don't think he's connected beyond being blackmailed. It's got an ant farm. Syringe with strange yellow liquid. Smells like honey. Check out the plastic container down here. Full of dirt and mealworms. There's a trash can in the corner. Let's take a look. Trash can reeks. Bunch of used tissues, moldy cotton balls in here. Oh. Ew. surprised you didn't go. Oh, there's the receipt for the taser. I was just assuming that it was more for like battery, like old car engine stuff and things like that. It didn't say specifically, here's a taser, a receipt for a taser. It said like a shit ton of freaking techno babble. It seemed like there was a lot of parts for the taser. I did think of that, but ultimately I just thought, oh, he just bought a bunch of electronics and the batteries are clearly on point for the taser, so yeah. What's the bag got? It's a bag, resistance bands still in the packaging. Alright, so nothing in here, of course. I'm still looking for that taser in person. I saw the receipt, I guess, for all your things, but I'm still looking for the specific taser. Let's just look through all this stuff, why don't we? The one before the car coil was the taser description. Oh, was it? It was kind of mixed in there. If it ever said taser, I just missed it. I was kind of just rummaging through the dialogue, really, because it's just a lot of extra stuff. Second hand is a die and a cup and a game of backgammon. The game has 15 black and 15 white pieces, no dice. Third one has a basket with a lid. Oh, no dice? You said you were playing backgammon, but there was no dice! Got you in your lie! Also, your son has also testified that he was also lying about it. In it is a bunch of spa slippers of various shades of grey and brown. Fourth one down is a couple of drinking glasses, very hourglass. Bottom one has a blanket and pillow and a bunch of bullet sheets. Top shelf is a small watering can. Okay. You said check the notes. I don't think it says anywhere in here that there's a taser. They got the prosthetic. But yeah, I've only got like the burn wounds. I know that it's a taser that made them. But yeah, ooh, Linda's insane. Okay, so that was the last one. Okay. I'm still gonna look at everything before calling it in and arresting Gabe. I could also talk to these guys as well about the prosthetic leg, the money that I found. I mean, the money wasn't even a topic, actually, weirdly enough. I guess I could talk to them about the money that I found. I'm still looking for that taser, though. I desperately want to find it, and if it might just be on his person there, so that's why I'm thinking it might not show up then. There's TV, magazine, batteries, a box of cassette tapes, a Newton cradle. Plain raincoat. One of the pockets has a small flashlight. Damn it. Umbrella and a felt hat. Anything about the shoes? Worn out leather shoes. Illustrated map, the camp, and the surrounding hiking trails. Yeah. We already know about that. So, I guess we could have gotten the hiking trail information from that map, actually. That's interesting. Bear rug. Can't tell if this is real fur or not. Drawers are full of cutlery. Can opener. Cleaner. Cutting. Chef hat. Whisk. Yeah. Nothing worthwhile. Compartment under the sink. Cleaning utensils, stock pan, trash can, the trash pan, blah 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 blah. Alright. I'm actually gonna talk to Elliot first about the stuff we found. Because it's about to go crazy.
Huh.
I found this gym bag packed with money in your father's house. Can you tell us anything about it? What? Where? Under his bed. What? What do you mean packed with money? Like, how much money could it be? Roughly 30,000. What? I'm sorry, I need to think about this. What were you thinking about? I need to talk to my dad about this. I can't help you, I really don't know anything about it. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna answer any more questions for now. I think we're done talking. Are you sure? Yes, I said I'm done, no more questions. Oh, wow. So he knows what that was. Well, okay. Hey, buddy. First of all, I'm going to talk to you about your prosthetic leg, because I feel like that might give me another topic. What were you doing Thursday night? I was at home and I was working on a small memorial cross for Rebecca. Can someone attest to that? Nope, I was alone and as you probably know, Ruben was involuntarily spent his night at the bar. Gotta go beige. I gotta go to beige, bye. Okay, Marco, we're about to finish anyway, so you won't be missing much. Will you make a memorial cross for Sean? It seems the murders happened outdoors. Did you hear anything strange outside? Nothing. Did you and Sean get along? Well, Sean liked playing games with folks, giving nicknames, teasing them. He knew he couldn't do that with me, so I think he avoided me. What about your prosthetic leg first? Let's take a prosthetic. Yes, it's true. I lost most of my right leg a long time ago. I don't like to talk about that, though, if you don't mind. Why don't you want to talk about it? Sorry, but I don't feel like telling you. Ruben told me that he was approached by Sean to help him with heroin production. Apparently, this happened the night Rebecca was murdered. Heroin production? Really? Well, I hoped he'd actually did, and I'm not falling for the oldest trick in the book here. I admit Ruben wasn't home at last night. I'm sorry I lied. Let me explain. Go ahead. Well, it's true I was at home with the whole evening. Ruben certainly wasn't. And I heard he was exiting the window as he likes to do. After we both learned what had happened that night, I asked him where he'd been. He was visibly unnerved when I asked him that. He was being around the bush for a while when he told me that he had met with Sean. I know the kid ain't no murderer, but it was obvious to me that he was nervous about whatever the two of them did that night, so I offered to give him an alibi. Can anyone attest to you being alone at night? No, I guess I made myself look suspicious now. Everyone's a suspect. But you, my friend, are pretty suspect. Yeah, well, man, I could have talked to him about Gracie, actually, since it would have been his girlfriend, and he would have talked to me about the thing that happened in his mind, probably. Oh, God, that would have actually probably been the topic, like the fire, and that's what caused the blackmail to happen. Damn. No idea. Talk about Paul's condition. Paul is a paraplegia. He can't move his lower body. Stopped speaking, which is unclear why. He could speak perfectly fine after his accident. Over the years, he spoke less and less. Oh, over the years, he was abused more and more, which made him just not want to speak at all. Damn. Well, guess I should just rip the Band-Aid off. Well, found this tiny glass at the scene of Sean's death. What did it tell us? It's a question. Any leads? Apparently it's from a lens, probably eyeglasses, right? Still no idea what would be important. Found a broken GPS tracker in the bush near the street. Apparently it's from a GPS dog collar. Does it turn on? No, it doesn't. Why do you ask? No particular reason. Yeah, you're guilty as fuck. Young folks who throw the trash wherever they feel now. I think you know more about this dog. I saw a dog collar in your workshop. What nonsense. I've never seen this thing before. Yeah, well, why didn't you talk about this? Found this gym bag packed with money in your house. Tell me about it. Listen, Big Shot, you probably got a bit drunk on that power, managing that shiny badge, wearing that shiny badge. However, this is my money in that bag that you have there. You stole that from me. It's not a good look. Let me tell you what's not a good look. What's not a good look is I keep finding thousands of dollars of cash in a gym bag under a bed. Explain yourself. No problem. I was planning to buy a used car from an old friend. He said he would only accept payment in cash. Look, we both know why, but it's not my problem. And I'm not giving you his name. This is my money. If you feel I've stole it, feel free to contact my bank. They'll confirm to you the withdrawal of the exact amount done to me last week. I'll do that. Aha, right. You're trying to make it out like you went the one who was blackmailed. We know for a fact that Sean and Rebecca plotted to blackmail. Really? Yep. What are your thoughts about that? Well, it's certainly a sad new development. Alright, sure. Anything else before we arrest ya? Yep. I think this is it then. Yep. Gabriel Cadet. You're under arrest for the involvement in the murders of Rebecca Goodman and Sean DeSanto. Please follow us to the car. We'll give you a ride to the station. What? Why? You have no right to remain. You have a right to remain silent. I see. Yep. Oh, I wonder if there's one of that for every character. An hour later at the police station near the nearest town. What's going on? Why isn't he in his cell? We'll let him make a phone call. Why can't you can't deny him that? Who you do call? Gabe, your son? None of your goddamn business. Amelia, I hope you were taking notes. I'll have that one final chat with this gentleman. Here we go. One last questionnaire. I concluded my work here, and I can say with certainty that the person who killed Rebecca Goodman and Sean DeSanto is you. Nonsense. You already admitted to us your alibi was made up. Maybe you knew that Ruben did that night, or maybe you noticed that he had something to hide. Either way, you made good use of this and convinced Ruben that he needed an alibi. When in reality, it was you who needed the alibi. I don't even have a motive. Why would I kill them? God damn it. You did it for the camp. Is that what you think? Doesn't make sense. You weren't unarmed. There was a small burn mark on both victims. Oh, you did it for your son. Fuck, let me redo this. Let me redo this. I thought he was talking about Ruben, but yeah, no, it was for his son. Fuck! Oh! I believe these burn marks were inflicted by some sort of stun gun, a taser. With such weaponry, anyone could overpower someone of Sean's physique. This would also explain why he was absolutely no signs Rebecca was fighting back against her assailant. Shocked the taser completely immobilized her. I think someone like you wouldn't have much trouble building something like a taser. Found a receipt in the trash can of your workshop that suggests exactly what you did. You managed to surprise Rebecca, but Sean had his guard up, so you accidentally give him the opportunity to fight back. I know this because he smashed your glasses. Found a small shard of glass near Sean. And I think Sean punched you right in the face and smashed your glasses. Don't think I didn't notice. You've been wearing different glasses since Sean's murder. I can wear whatever glasses I feel like. After you were done with Sean, you locked Ruben in the bar, you took his keys. Killing Sean wasn't enough. You wanted your money back, so you went to his house and used the key to get inside. Fortunately for you, Olivia was already in bed. You managed to break the lock, and as you expected, your money was right there in the safe. You knew about the safe because this room was used to be your office back when Sean's house was the camp's building's administrative building. Fuck. You took what you came for and managed to make it out of the house without getting spotted. Which all leads to one conclusion. The killer was you. Gabe Cade. Not bad. You know more than I thought. How unfortunate to have someone like you on this case. I'll do everyone a favor and end this humiliating charade. Yes, it was me. I killed Sean and Rebecca. They had it coming. Someone had to do something. I'm not proud of it, but I know what I did was justified. A clear confession. Kenneth, get this man into his cell. 1 second. Now that I've confessed, I have nothing left to lose. And you want to know what the people like that do? Yeah. Oh! Something incredibly reckless. Kenneth! Nobody move. What, you don't think I won't shoot this clown? You know, I don't deserve to be in a cell for the rest of my life. Everything I do now is in self-defense. Please don't shoot. Look at that, Lydia. He's given us quite the showdown. Give me the keys to your car. This metallic toast will keep me company. And if anyone follows us, I'll blow his brains out. Lydia, are you gonna do a deep dive? I'm gonna do a deep dive. You ready?
Ready.
Let's end this here now. Whoa. Ooh, a big one now. I think this is gonna be a big dive. Bam! Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck. Never mind, I fucking suck. Apparently. Fuck! Okay, reorganize. Left, right, left, right. Fuck my life. Okay. Yeah. Fuck. I don't know how I keep doing that. This will be the... Oh my god. Yep. Bow. Almost. Another. Bam. What? You want more? Okay then. Alright. I'm sorry I go so silent during these. It's just because I'm really concentrating. There we go. All right, are we gonna see fully what actually happened in this one? Ooh. Oh, we're gonna go in a deep dive, so we're going down deeper. Got a snorkel on. All right. I'm only coming to you because I have no other option. I don't understand what's going on. I can't say, Elliot, please, I want to help you with, but you have to tell me what's going on. Can you trust me? Someone's blackmailing me, and it's not for the first time. Jesus Christ, who? I don't know. What did you do? Before I tell you, I need to know. I need you to know that I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Elliot, at the fire. It was my fault. I don't know how they know, but they know. They said they don't they say they have proof, and if I don't say, they'll go public with it. Thank you for telling me. I'm sorry. Listen to me, Elliot. You can't go along with this. We'll go to the police and tell them it was an accident. People will understand. I'll help you. This isn't as bad as you think. But because of me, what happened to Paul isn't your fault. Oh. Oh, the fire is what caused Paul to... Oh my goodness. Honestly, Paul is the main victim in this game, I feel. I can't. This isn't just about me. Someone important to me is also involved in this. I can't drag her down with me. I just want to pay them and move on. Trust me, Elliot, that's not how this thing goes. They'll run out of money, and they'll be back for more. You don't know that. You always say that you're on my side, but you don't. But you always think you know better. I'm sorry about what happened. I truly am. Now, will you help me out with the money or not? All right. I'll help you. Eesh. The bag, Rebecca. It's in Sean's house, isn't it? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't play dumb with girl. I know that you two are behind the blackmail letter. I don't know anything about a blackmail letter. I don't know anything about a bag. You seem upset. Maybe you go home and calm down a little. We can discuss this tomorrow. Oh, don't worry. I'm not here for discussion. Last chance, Rebecca. Where is the bag? All right. Calm down, Gabe. It's not here. You're right. Sean has it, but I don't know where. All right, that's all right. I'll find it. Look, Gabe, we can settle this. You can have the money back, and we'll all keep quiet about this. We won't go to the police, and we won't tell anyone about, you know. How does that sound? You don't deserve a way out of this, and I don't trust you. As I said, I didn't come here for discussion. Oof. What are you doing here, old man? What's your fucking problem? Oh, he didn't even fucking talk. Well, I think he did, but like... Because in the cat one, there was more text than ... dots, you know? Oh, okay. I kind of like had to let go in order to go further down. Ooh. Okay, so his mind is really fighting back now. It's interesting. I kind of wish there was more of an explanation as to this. Because, I don't know, it feels like they're trying to set up, like, multiple Mindcop games. With how, these mechanics are kind of just accepted. And you only get to do this like once this part now. The mine thefts were all the time, but this one's very much its own thing. And it's clear it's got its own rules of like, if the suspect or subject fights too hard, they'll kick you out basically. Well, what are we doing specifically to stop Ruben from killing someone or from Cade trying to kill someone? Uh-oh. I wonder how long I'm doing this for, because I don't actually have a timer here. Fuck. Okay. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Let's hope that wasn't too horrible. Ooh. Maybe it's playing along to the music, actually. Bam. Alright, is that it? Ooh. Did we just unplug his brain? Holy shit!
Ah.
Good job, everyone.
Huh.
You should be down for a while. Now there's only one thing left to do.
Oh.
Lonely witness between worlds, quiet observer in my mind. Listen to what I have to say. The strands of a fate are in disarray. The culprit is Gabriel Cade, and he will have his punishment. Our work ends here, and yours begins. Okay, this is a pretty far out there. What is actually going on? Oh. Rebecca Goodman's fate was interrupted. Should I let her return to life? What? Should I return Rebecca to life? Truth be told, she kind of deserved some sort of recompense. She was smuggling drugs. She was blackmailing, and from my all of that understanding comes down to, I don't know what the fuck she was doing it all for beyond just trying to make money. Like, Sean needed 8,000 to pay off his fines, right? 22,000 more was asked for, which shows that they weren't. She wasn't desperate at the very least, and she was blackmailing. So in all honesty, she kind of deserves it. I hate saying that, but she was not in any way a victim of circumstance. A tragic victim at all. Like, granted, her mother was kind of crappy, pretty shitty. And her father is kind of fucked in every kind of facet of life, so her coming back doesn't really help anyone, I don't think. Honestly, I'm not for it. She can stay fucking dead. It's sad that she was killed, but she's not exactly made a great fucking showcase for why she should live. She's like, I'm trying to think of who would benefit from this. Who would benefit? Alex was her friend who liked her. Her family didn't like her, or at least her mother did. Her father's not capable of having thoughts, apparently, at this point. Ruben was whatever. He likes Alex more than anything, really. Sean's dead, so he doesn't give a shit. Alex would benefit, I guess. I kind of wish I talked to Alex then. I'm not going to play this game again, so I'm actually going to look up, see, what did Rebecca do? Why did she do this? Why did she need the money? If the question is, should they have been killed? No. They should have been arrested. And if I can bring them back and arrest them for what they've done, I'll do that. Alright, you know what? Screw it. Let's bring them back. They're both crappy, but whatever. Here's the second person. And here he is. Sean DeSanto's fate was interrupted. Should it return him to life? Sure.
Huh?
Where am I? What's going on?
Huh?
What? What happened? Don't worry. After a while, things will feel like they're supposed to. Everything is as it should be. Lindia, I think it's time for us to leave. I'm starting to get bored. Wow, that was abrupt. Thank you for playing. Thank you for playing. Okay. Managed to find the killer in time. You can now use the notes menu to skip any of the 5 days. If you want to, you can hold that to fast forward dialogue. Oh. This is a lie door, is it? Yeah. Oh, okay. I did actually kind of spoil myself in that, thing. In that, asking whether or not I should bring them back to life. And if what they said in that was true, then this is actually kind of disappointing.
I had this dream the other day. In the dream, I wasn't a cop. I was some downtrodden thug who had to steal to survive. An officer caught me, put me in prison, but it didn't end there. They also arrested you and everyone else who was close to me, and we were all placed in the same small prison cell. We couldn't get out, but on the other hand, everyone else couldn't get in, and it was such a relief. I'm telling you, it was such a relief.
I can arrest you if you want me to.
Not yet, Linda. We have work to do. How much longer till we're there?
10 minutes.
What? We're in the middle of nowhere, and you're telling me there's a town here in the mountains.
Okay. So here's the deal.
Ha!
Just skip all of that. Alright, so the game kind of reset itself already. Although I think that's because it wanted to give you an opportunity to actually get the true killer if you failed. So I got the killer the first time. And that was interesting. Yes. So let me go ahead and talk about what that thing I read actually said. I can actually see that we got all of this, but we didn't actually get any of the other things that would have shown up. So apparently that last little thing there, the opening of the game shows the opening of a mine door, and then Mindcop starts. Apparently, this entire game is a lie door inside someone's head. And apparently, that means that all of this is a fake thing that happened, or a incorrect telling of what happened in reality. And the theory here is that it's Zachary's head that was mine entered, mine surfed. And he essentially got lost in his own head or something. Like, maybe not that, but he's the only one that was capable of mind surfing beyond Linda and Mindcop. Apparently, Mindcop and Linda are just a show, right? And it kind of is like interpreted like that. The Mindcop doesn't even have a name beyond Mindcop. And apparently, it's thought that the Mindcop came to town and solved the murder is the lie. In reality, in fact, you could probably discern a lot of dialogue from those in-between days and stuff that might actually imply more things about the mind of the person we were in, which might have been Zachary. The whole, I became a crook, stole a lot of things, ended up in prison, but everyone around me also got imprisoned. I was put in a cell, but I actually liked it. It was real nice because nobody else could get in. That kind of thing, you know? I don't know how I feel about that, if that's the case. I like the Mindcop and Linda. I don't like the idea if it's not actually a real story, I guess. I can understand that it's like, oh, the big twist is Mindcop isn't real, and this was all told from the mind of a child who experienced a murder. That's cool. But you gotta kind of interpret that in that specific way, which is kind of difficult. I would not have come up with any of that if I had just left the game and not looked at that. A bunch of internet things asking me what I wanted to know if I should have brought Rebecca back or not, because I genuinely did not know whether or not she deserved to come back. Whatever. Apparently it didn't matter. In the end, it was all just a story, which ultimately I kind of have to see as a negative ending. I like the twist, I guess. I like the reveal, but I wouldn't have come to that reveal on my own. And I can't say I've ever been happy with a it's all in your head reveal. It's always been kind of like a, oh, so everything I did here was just fake and not... I mean, technically I played a game, so I played all of that. That all did happen. But in terms of story and lore, it didn't happen. Something else did, and I'll never know what actually happened. Only I can assume that something similar happened, and Zachary was just thinking about the Mindcop being the one who solved the case, which meant that the actual case didn't get solved. I don't know. Maybe the whole lie is that the case never happened, and He just believed that the case would have happened. He just binked up the case in his head. Man, that's disappointing. It's actually, I'm kind of unfortunately disappointed with that ending. Oh well. I liked what I played up to that point. I like that I figured everything out, at the very least. I'm probably going to cut out a lot of me thinking about whether or not to keep Rebecca alive, because I spent a long time looking. But, I liked how I came to the conclusion rationally. I actually figured that out on day basically 3. The start of the stream, I was already like clocking Gabe much strongly, and every piece of evidence I found, all the mindscapes, it all just pointed to Gabe very quickly. Of course, the more harder mindscapes are the much more pointative, I guess, of Gabe being the culprit. And I'm glad I actually found all that out systematically, and it worked. It worked out really well. I could see how I could have fucked myself if I searched Gabe's house, and then he would have just completely not let me back inside or talk to me ever if I didn't find everything. But yeah, I don't like getting timed on investigations and such. It's like being timed to solve a puzzle, and I've never enjoyed that. But in this game, it wasn't that bad. I managed to actually do it relatively well, and I think it does get easier the closer to the deadline you are, which is ironic, because the more closer to the deadline you are, the more stressed you're gonna be. So, I don't know. All I can say is, I liked the puzzle. I liked the mystery. It all came together really well. And ultimately, I feel smart for figuring it out. The ending, though, is not all too good, and I kind of wish that we got a better one. Maybe I kind of wish we got an ending where we got to see all the characters react to the fact that we found out the case. Characters reacting to the fact that Gabe was seen as the actual killer, and he was actually found out and admitted to it. Like, why not give us a scene like that? Give us, like, closure, man. Not just like, oh, it's all over now. Here we go. Here's the mystery. It was all inside a kid's head. Haha. Shocking. I don't know, man. I spent freaking 5 in-day games learning about the characters and finding all about their drama. And you know what? I kind of just wish that all of that came to a bit more of a... It felt like this game needed a bow to wrap it up instead of a just shut lid that they did. Whatever. Anyway, that was Mindcop. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We will pick up Zelda on the next 2 days of streaming. Take care and farewell.